Okay, here's the situation. This is the Villains tribe from Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, and tonight they need to vote somebody out. On paper, this vote seems easy. Out of the 9 people on this tribe, 6 are in an alliance led by Boston Rob, this guy. It seems like they can easily pick one of the other 3 to vote out, but it's not that simple. The main targets in the minority alliance are Russell and Parvati. Danielle is there too, but she's not important. Russell is in an interesting spot compared to everybody else since he was on the season just before this one. In that season, he played one of the most electrifying strategic games in the history of the show, and he was a lock for this all-star season. The thing is, these 2 seasons were filmed within about a month of each other, and so nobody else on this season knew how crazy of a player he was. But back to the vote. The main reason why this vote is complicated is because Russell has the hidden immunity idol. The way the idol works is that it is played after the votes are cast, and whomever it is played on becomes immune, and all votes cast against that person are negated. This means that theoretically, Russell could negate all 6 votes from the other alliance. But Rob has a counter to this though, the split vote, and this is where it starts to get confusing. Rob's plan is to put 3 votes on Russell and 3 on Parvati. This will force a 3-3-3 tie. In a tied situation, a revote occurs, and the people who are tied cannot vote, and so the majority alliance can easily vote out Russell or Parvati with a 5-1 advantage. This plan is basically guaranteed to work. As long as the majority alliance splits their votes 3-3, it is basically impossible to fuck this up. Anyway, this is Tyson, one of the members of Rob's alliance. He really wants Parvati to go home as he rightfully views her as the biggest threat on the tribe. Knowing this, Russell makes a desperate play. He tells Tyson that he plans to vote for Parvati, implying that if he has an idol, he's going to use it on himself. This gives Tyson the confidence to vote for Parvati and in his mind ensure she goes home. But what Tyson doesn't know is that this would completely fuck up the plan. See, if Tyson switches his vote to Parvati, the vote split turns to 4-2. This means that theoretically, Russell could play his idol on Parvati, negate 4 votes, and then the minority alliance of 3 can vote out anyone they want with their 3 votes. If Tyson does this, it could very well lead to him inadvertently voting himself out of the game in a situation where he could have guaranteed his safety. At Tribal Council, Russell does indeed play his idol for Parvati. The votes are read seemingly as normal, with 3 votes for Parvati and 2 for Russell, until
Parvati does not count.
Holy shit. Now with the advantage, Russell, Parvati, and Danielle all vote for Tyson, somehow overcoming a 6-3 advantage and sending him home with only a third of the total votes.
Oh my God.
Tyson, chop spoken. Time for you to go.
Oh, and if you're curious about how the rest of the game worked out, Russell and Parvati both made it to the final 3 where they lost to this lady, Sandra. I didn't mention her in this video, but she is an excellent player in her own right. And you don't need to feel too bad for Tyson as he returned 7 seasons later, learned from his mistakes, and ended up dominantly winning while playing a very impressive game from start to finish. So at the end of the day, it worked out for everybody. Thank you for listening to me, and goodbye.